Today we are doing the segment where we are focusing more on the metabolic side, but nevertheless we will first begin with the chakra vibrations as usual. So keep your focus at the perineum, and for those people who may be new, the perineum is in between the anus and the genital area, and focusing there, we squeeze there gently as we do the sound lam. Then you hold the mudra, pressing the tip of the little finger with the thumb while you're doing the mantra. Let's take a deep breath in. Lam. 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 Now we go an inch above the perineum, and this is the spot behind where we urinate, and there we do the mantra Vam. And when we do Vam, feel the compression from front to back. There we hold the mudra, the ring finger pressing against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Vam. Bum. Vam. Vam. Now, let's go behind the navel, and there we do the sound ram. So feel a squeeze as you do it from front to back. And here we bring the middle finger to the thumb. So take a deep breath in. Ram. 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 Now we come in between the breasts and the middle of the body, and there we do the sound yum. Here you cannot compress, but do a mental compression, and we hold the mudra index finger to the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Yum. 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 Now we bring our awareness to the throat, and here we do the sound hum. And here we keep the thumbs up with a loose fist when we do the sound hum. 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 Now we bring our attention to the middle of the head, and there we do the sound chum. Take it, and again, thumbs up. Chum. 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 Top of the head, we do the sound Om. Take a deep breath in, and same thumbs up. Now we'll go on to our happy face breathing, the Ujjayi Pranayama. So focus on your throat and begin breathing. And those of you who are new, I'll give detailed instruction. For those of you who are new, close your eyes and observe your throat. It should feel normal. And keeping the eyes closed, make a big smile and then feel a slight stretch in the throat. Focusing on the stretch in the throat, inhale and exhale very slowly. How slowly? It is comfortable slowly, and I will demonstrate how slow it is. I will raise my hand as I inhale and bring it down as I exhale, and notice the pause in between. So continue with that slow inhale and exhale. Now we go on to the next exercise. Here we will do the Kapalbhati. The Kapalbhati exercise is, while it is described as forced exhalation, it is done smoothly and gently. And so the best way for you to think of Kapalbhati is, if you think in terms of blowing your nose, try blowing your nose and you will feel a slight jerk, and observe what happens to the abdominal area and your buttocks. You'll feel like the buttocks is lifting, squeezing a little, like the pelvic floor is lifting, and the abdominal area goes in. So try blowing the nose, and that response you get from the pelvic floor and abdominal area is the response you want to get, but without the jerk. So without the jerk means you have to learn to blow your nose without the jerk. So I'll demonstrate for you how the belly goes and how the pelvic floor is lifting. I am in no hurry for the second breath. Speed is not important. Now watch my shoulders as I'm doing it. You don't see my shoulders move, right? That is how it has to be done. If the shoulder is moving, you're using too much force. I'll keep the camera at an angle where you can see my shoulder as well as my belly, and you can observe. We'll be doing it for a few more minutes. If you want to observe another technique which is also used, I can show you how to learn is when you exhale fully, let your abdominal area come in. And after it has fully come in, then just lift up your pelvic floor.
Do we have to take deep breath?
Deep breath is not important as much as smooth compression of the abdominal organs. Smooth, gentle compression. Remember what I have told you from previous times. Kapalbhati is about massaging the abdominal organs, right? So gentle massage.
how much you let your stomach relax.
The key is, if you are able to do it smooth, your stomach is always relaxed. So the speed is not important. When you begin with full exhalation and lifting up the pelvic floor, it is a little faster. So it will go like, the compression is very little, right?
Yes.
The compression is very little, but the air motion is a little faster than doing it slowly. You're only focused on exhaling out. You're not focused on inhaling, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm feeling a tickling in my throat. Should I stop or continue?
Continue. Ravindra Gupta needs to be muted also.
Radhanji, is it affecting the chakras also? The lower three chakras?
What is that?
Is this Kapalbhati affecting the lower three chakras also?
Okay, let's be very careful. When we do the chakra vibration, it is largely on the mental component or the psychic component. It also has a mild effect on the physical element. So they are all interrelated. Okay, so yes, but we have to understand it in the right context.
Thank
Mute
you.
yourself, please. Okay, now we go on to Bahya Kumbhak. The Bahya Kumbhak is fully exhaling, taking the abdominal area in, lifting up the pelvic floor, taking the abdominal area in, and as you exhale and complete the full exhalation, you bring the chin to the chest and you hold it for a few seconds. And whenever you're ready, you inhale slowly, releasing all the locks, and you come up. And again, in the next breath, you do the same exhalation, and then you hold out. And once you're ready, you come up. For each person, the duration of time you hold up is different. For some people, if you hold more than 1 or 2 seconds, you'll be out of breath. So don't get there. Just 1 second and come out. And for people who have practiced this for a long time, you may be able to hold it for 10 to 15 or 20 seconds. That is also fine, but it's your capacity. For normal people, 3 to 4 seconds is where people will function very well. Okay. And remember, no spare breath in between this Bahya Kumbha. The moment you inhale and release, you go on to the next exhalation. Let's target 20, but even if we do 5 or 10, that is good enough. Okay. So we begin with a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull up the pelvic floor, abdominal area goes in, continue to exhale, chest begins to empty, and then when it's fully empty, bring the chin to the chest. 1, 2, 3. Slowly inhale and release everything and come up. Again, the same thing. Pull up the pelvic floor. As you exhale, abdominal area in, continue exhaling, chest empties, chin to the chest. 1, 2, 3. Slowly inhale and come up. From here on, keep to your own time.
What's the benefit of this Vaikumbha? Dr. Rajan, what's the benefit of this Vaikumbha?
Okay. There are a couple of questions here. What is the benefit of the Bahya Kumbhak and whether any mudras are involved in that? No mudras need to be used. And Bahya Kumbhak is essentially massaging of the abdominal organs the same way Kapalbhati does it. Okay. So essentially, in the abdominal massaging, which strengthens the GI system, which means it can have good impact on the liver. It can have good impact for people who need stimulation of the pancreas. So all the abdominal organs, it will have a good impact to stimulate it. So in the scheme of things, Kapalabhati is the beginning. When you feel comfortable in Kapalbhati with abdominal sensitivity, when you exhale going in, that's when you're ready for Bahya Kumbhak. Bahya Kumbhak is the next level. The third level is called Agnisar. And the fourth level is called Nauli. So all of these are Hatha Yoga techniques in order to cleanse the GI tract or stimulate the GI tract. Okay. So with respect to Agnisar and the Nauli, I don't want to approach it for this group at this time. Those are for people who are much more focused on the Hatha Yoga techniques. But for here, this is good enough for you. And the positive benefits is for all the organs there, which means not only can it impact the liver and the GI related organs, but it can also impact the prostate and urinary bladder and all of those elements, the reproductive system and all of that it can impact. So that's how, that's why it is beneficial. Okay. So now let's go on to the next exercise. We will come now, having done the specific that are to the GI, we will do alternate nostril breathing. So inhale from the left nostril and visualize the energy of the breath or the intent going from the right side and lodging in the middle of the brain. And when you close the left nostril and exhale to the right, visualize it coming from the other side and exhaling. And then you inhale from this nostril and exhale from that side. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So that way you can go. Okay. Now let's do Bhramari together, the humming. We take a deep breath in. And for people who are new, we can do without the hand position. It is simply making a nasal sound. And when we do it with our hand positions, the vibrations are more intense inward, but you hear less outward. So for this, we keep the little finger at the base of the nostrils on the sides, the ring finger in the middle of the nostrils where the bone and the soft part meet, so that if you squeeze, the nostril will not close fully, but only constrain. Now the middle finger over the eyes and the index finger over the eyebrows, and you close the inner earlobes with your thumb. First, take a deep breath in. Now let's go on to the next exercise. Here we will begin the spinal alignment. And after the spine, in the spinal alignment, we'll incorporate a few more exercises or some modifications that are meant to help the metabolic side of our functionality. So here we begin with the neck exercises. As you exhale, bring the ear towards one shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, the other shoulder. Each to your own capacity and whatever issues you have. So be gentle for those people who have neck issues. If you need to avoid the exercise, that too is fine. Okay. Now as we exhale, rotate the head as if you're looking over one shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go the other way. Okay, now let's go. Inhale, take the head back. Exhale, chin towards the chest. As you exhale and bring the chin to the chest, now we do full rotation. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale, complete the circle, the other half. Continue. Now let's go the opposite direction. Okay, now we go to the shoulder exercise. One shoulder at a time. Inhale, lift up the shoulder. Exhale, rotate it back and do the same shoulder again. Now let's go to the other shoulder. Now let's do alternate shoulders. Inhale and exhale one shoulder, then inhale and exhale the other shoulder. Okay. Now we go to the hand exercises. Inhale, palms up and stretch out the fingers. Exhale, thumb in and downward facing fist. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now we rotate around the wrist. Inhale and exhale. No, go the opposite direction. Keep the fist in the rotation, Tara. So this way, what happens is this is one exercise that is designed for what they call as the golf elbow and this tennis elbow. Now we bring our elbows in line with the shoulder, and here we keep a loose, we don't keep the fist, hand is loose. Inhale and exhale.
Lena Kothare is keeping the arms down.
Now let's go backward. Now interlock the fingers and bring it behind the head. And as you exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, the other side. Inhale, come back. Continue. Okay. Now we do both shoulders together. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Now we are going to cross one hand over the opposite knee and take the other hand behind, and we are going to twist. Exhale, twist, and this time we will hold the position. Twist and stay there. We will have a count of 15 slow breaths. Take a deep breath in and come back. Now let's go to the other side. Inhale and come back. Now we go to the next exercise. By the way, this exercise we did from the conventional Hatha Yoga system. There is an exercise called Ardha Matsyendra, which people commonly say is good for diabetes. So since we are focused on the metabolic, that's why we did that. Now bring the knee, cross one leg over the other and interlock your hands. And then as you exhale, pull the knee up and then turn your head and hold there. Hold. We'll hold for 15 slow breaths. Now inhale and come back. Now let's go to the other side. Hold the knee, pull and turn. Slowly inhale, come back. Now we will do another exercise you have not done before. Keep your hand in line with your waist, with the interlocked hands. And as you inhale, inhale just like you do the Ujjayi Pranayama, the happy face breathing. So inhale and come up, and then bring the chin down and keep the chin down and with the breath holding like in the Bahya Kumbhak. And then when you're ready to exhale, you exhale through in between your teeth like this. You exhale and bring the hands down. Okay. So this exercise Unlike Bahya Kumbhak, you had the air out. Here you're holding the breath in. Okay. So keep the, let me see if I can get this further out. Okay. So keep the interlocked hands. Inhale. Again. Inhale. Inhale. Okay. Now we can go on to our meditation. Actually, let's do one round of deep breathing. Then we can go on to meditation. So those of you who know the routine, you can begin. And those of you who are new, hopefully not that many, keep the hand in the belly. And as you inhale, feel it come out, chest expands, shoulder pulls back, and exhale, feel it go in. And that's the way to do it. So let's all begin together. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Close your eyes and relax and observe the sensations within. Renuji, it goes for the same thing for you. For you, neck-related exercises cause some issues related to your blood pressure. So you need to make sure any neck-related movement, you make use of it or take it carefully. Keep the eyes closed. Once the sensations stop, mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. And feel like even though your eyes are closed, you're mentally like looking upward towards the top of the head. And if you have a personal mantra, you can use it. Otherwise, just watch your breath and the Om will be in the background. Keep your awareness within. And whenever you're ready to come out of meditation, first become aware of your breath. And then lift up the palm of your hands. If you feel like rubbing your hands, you can do that. Otherwise, simply bring it 6 inches in front of your eyes and look straight into the palm of your hand when you open your eyes. Okay, so we have another 3 minutes to go. Any questions, observations, anything from anyone?
Dr. Rajan, you said neck exercise is lowering your blood pressure. Is that right?
Let's be careful. Neck exercises does many things. For a person like you whose neck is fused over there, it may do more damage than lowering your blood pressure. So the thing is, basically what happens is, in the neck area, there is a receptor for controlling the blood pressure that measures how much blood is going to the brain. And so when you exercise it, that receptor becomes more sensitive. So this way, the blood pressure can be lowered. That is not the only way in which it happens. There are so many other factors in it, right? So if somebody has a neck problem and they do the neck exercises to reduce the blood pressure, it may end up giving a different kind of problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you want to do the exercise, for example, for the urinary tract,
Yes.
often do we do the things for the Bahya Kumbha, for example?
Yes. The Bahya Kumbha should be done for anywhere from like 3 to 20 breaths. The more you do, higher the impact. Less than 3, it has no impact.
Okay.
So you should do 20 breaths. That is 20 times holding the compression.
Okay.
And if you do it daily, morning and evening, and you need to make sure that your stomach is empty, in the sense it should be like, ideally, if you do it like half an hour or 1 hour before a regular meal, then you're probably at that time the emptiest in the stomach, and that will be the best time to do.
So
And
yeah, go ahead.
and the thing is, there is only a correlation between people who have frequent urination and doing these exercises, that we have seen that there is a correlation. It helps many people, but it
Okay.
does not mean it'll help everyone. So what happens is, we need to try it. And if it doesn't help, then there may be another reason for it. And this is the reason when we do in our clinic, where we monitor the pre-post reading of the nadis, it tells us whether it will work or not.
Okay. So, but if I keep trying, it's not going to harm anything, right?
No, it will not harm anything, provided you do with ease.
Okay.
Anytime you do too much pressure, too much strain in the system, that can have negative effect.
Okay.
But if you do it without too much strain, just gentle compression holding, you'll be fine.
Okay. So I take Fomax. I'm hoping that at a certain time I can get rid of it. But anyway, we'll see what happens.
How long have you been having it?
About a year I've been taking Fomax. So it's improved. But the question is that I think if the exercises improve, I can notice it, then probably I can get rid of it. Let's see.
Yes. So that is right. So the part is, all of these take time to happen.
Right.
And in fact, during the first time when you have the symptom, before you get on to the medication, if you do it, reversal potential is higher. Now, once you're on medication for a period of a long time, then the body expects the medication. So it cannot be pulled out rapidly. So what you do is you keep doing this, and then after a period of 2 months or so, miss one day the Flomax and see what happens to you.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is the way you test it. And what happens is, you don't, even if you find one day it is holding, it doesn't mean that one day you're feeling better means the next day it will be the same. So what happens is one day you miss and it looks that you're feeling good. Then the next day take your Flomax. Then the next day miss again. And the next day take the Flomax. So what happens is you need to slowly work out to make sure that the dosage is slowly reduced from the system. If you do a sudden reduction, you'll find that it will come back to making the situation a little worse for you. You need to unmute yourself. I don't hear you.
Dr. Rajan,
I was going to ask you about.
Just one second. Mr. Srinivasan is asking a question. Let's finish.
Yeah,
and
so is it a combination of both Kapalbhati and Bahya Kumbha or just Bhavya Kumbha?
Bahya Kumbhak is the one that is most helpful for urine related issues,
Okay.
But the Kapalbhati is more for, we were looking at all the metabolic related stuff. So Kapalbhati is more relevant for people for who have pancreas. Pancreas is not producing enough insulin. Now when we did this exercise where we were focused on the throat, inhaling, and then when we're coming up, exhaling in between the teeth, that is more for thyroid.
Okay.
Sorry, Shivaji Das Gupta, last question. We are already past 7.
Yeah, the question I had was about the chakras. Have you said anything about the colors related to the chakras? How the colors are going to be affecting different colors for the different chakras?
Colors are things that you experience. Colors are not relevant for meditation or for using the vibration. Okay. Thank you. So we'll end for today and we'll see you tomorrow. From tomorrow on, it will be just the 1 hour session, not this longer session because it's a weekday, right?
Yes.
There are a couple of notes over here. Okay, there is a request that you hold the questions till the session is done. There were people who were asking in the middle, what is the benefit of Kapalbhati and things like that. That should be posted and should be held for the end. So, and by the way, a reminder to everyone, from tomorrow on, the California time at 5:30, we are beginning a session. This is on the east zone side, 5:30. Tomorrow there will be a second session also for California. Okay, see you tomorrow then. Bye-bye.
So if somebody misses the 5:30 session here, Eastern time, one can also join the 8:30 session over there.
Sure, but make sure you haven't had your dinner before that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Thank you. I wanted.
All right, everybody. Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, family.
Bye, yoga family.
Good night, yoga family.
No, तो mute
नहीं कर देता है।